Relative to the rest of the game, yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I guess I can try this one now.
May as well. You still got at least 40 minutes.
Did you know you can block and parry any projectile?
Oh look, it's Bam in the game.
Yep. This music gets stuck in my head a lot.
Oregano Desert. Oh, I gotta tell you funny now. Okay, so when I was growing up, I made my dad laugh so hard he had to leave the house to get air. And you know how I did that?
How?
I pronounced oregano as organo.
That's good.
We were playing some kind of game or something, I don't remember what, and I said organo, and when reading a thing that said oregano, and he immediately wordlessly got up and walked outside, and then Mom came into the room and said, "What did you say? Your father had to go outside to laugh really hard." I think that's the hardest I ever made him laugh. And he was a funny guy. He told a lot of good jokes and stuff. I feel like you two would have been friends.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, I met you after he was already gone.
Ah, that stinks. Wait, hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay. Secret one. Okay, just checking to make sure I remember. Here's this level item.
Air dash. Oh wow, you're burning mouth.
Yeah, spicy chickens. Look in the corner.
Yeah. Low-key, I really like the spicy water chicken sandwich at Whataburger. Like, that stuff is good.
Spicy stuff is good sometimes. It just doesn't always agree with my stomach. Or
Let me
my
tell
system,
you,
rather.
For some reason, and I have no idea why, the spiciness at Taco Bell is reversed. Like, I've tried everything. I've even tried Diablo sauce, and it's never hotter than mild sauce. The mild sauce actually burns my mouth, but everything after that it's just tomato juice with peppers in it.
I got hit. I got knocked out.
Yeah.
I got combo brokened.
Yeah. The medium fire and Diablo sauces, they're scams. It's just tomato juice with chunks of pepper in it. And the peppers aren't even that hot. But mild sauce, for some reason, is the hottest.
That is weird.
I only get pleasure from mild sauce because it actually gives me some spice.
That's really crazy, dude. It's like opposite day shit.
Mm-hmm. My dad was all about spice too. I swear, if he was still alive today and could eat on it and could eat on his own, because you know he had ALS and had to be on a feeding tube eventually. If he was still alive today and could eat on his own, he would absolutely try a Carolina Reaper.
Mm-hmm. That's like the spiciest pepper, right?
That's one of them. I think they found some that are even spicier.
Somehow.
Scoville units just keep going up. But yeah, every time I see something super spicy on a menu that boasts ghost pepper or Carolina Reapers or zombie peppers or whatever the hell, I always think of him. I'm always like, yeah, he would want that, but I will never. I will absolutely never. Unless I lose a bet.
Honor.
then again, I would have to accept the bet first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, only if I had a reasonable chance of doing it. Like, if someone bet me that I couldn't do a speed run of Half-Life 2, I would say, you right.
Yeah, not gonna risk that.
Crash says, I'd regret it, and my butthole would regret it more, but I'd still try one.
Yeah. Oh, taunting near an enemy gets them to attack you too.
Eh.
Or help with the items at least.
Can you imagine if the real world would really look like something like this, but in 3D?
That would be weird.
Like, everything was a platformer, there'd be floating blocks and stuff like that. And imagine getting to work. Oh, sorry, boss, I was late because there was a 5 Koopa pile
flying
up.
blocks. Flying blocks, man.
Yep. And even with this, I wouldn't accept a bet that involved me having to play this in a good way, because I know damn well I couldn't do it. You just got kicked by cows.
I know. It's part of progression. Oh, thank God it remembered.
I'm glad it remembers because I'm running out of frames.
Yeah, I'll probably just have to do it from your end next time.
Yeah, I'll give you my Steam key next my stream key next time. My God, I cannot talk.
Yep. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Damn it, I messed up. I should have gotten that guy first.
So close. You're still good on time. You got 30 minutes.
That's good. Hell, maybe I will get two worlds done.
It's certainly a possibility.
I shudder to imagine how fast you would be going without that speed cap.
I know, right? So supposedly there's a new Percy Jackson series on Disney Plus now.
Hmm. I heard about that.
And they're keeping more to the original source material, so that's good.
Usually that is the best option.
The movies dropped off severely. Like, to the point where they actually kicked Justin Roy... not Justin Roiland. Why am I saying Justin Roiland? They kicked Rick Riordan off of the set because he was complaining about how it was nothing like the book.
Oh, geez, Percy.
Like,
oh, well. I missed...
Rick Riordan wrote the damn book, and they're kicking him, and they kicked him off of the set. Like, whose brain dead idea was that?
Mike Zaslav or whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't think Zaslav was around, and by the way, it's David. I only remember it because I always remember...
Who cares? I don't have respect for him.
I remember his name so that I can write it in a death note if I ever find one.
The worst part is he's not gonna have like any repercussions. He's gonna be able to like walk away from it scot-free.
Yeah.
Or,
Crash,
like, with
I
money.
was speaking of the original movies that Riordan was kicked off set. I'm sure he was. I'm not even sure if he was on the set for the new one. I don't know anything about the new one other than seeing the trailer. But I know it's definitely better made. Like, my God, the first film was fine. It was fine, and it took some liberties, but it was still fine. But after that, it just it lost the script. The second film, the second book starts off with Grover being on an island with a Cyclops, pretending to be a woman, Cyclops, so that he doesn't get eaten, because you know he's a satyr, and apparently this Cyclops eats satyrs. Anyway, yeah, they didn't do
weird
that.
Goat people, right?
Yeah, satyrs are half goat. Anyway, so yeah, the movie didn't do that. They waited until the midpoint for Grover to go missing and end up on the island with the Cyclops. Like, what the hell?
Movie adaptations, everyone.
Yeah, bad movie adaptations. When I saw that, I was like, okay, what the hell? Like, it was bad. And what's even more is they flipped the script even more by having the Titan Kronos appear at the end of that film for the final battle. That's not how the book goes! Kronos isn't supposed to appear to the final book!
You know what was a good book adaptation?
What?
Holes.
Yeah.
Holes is a great book movie adaptation.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I'm pretty
sure I read the book in grade school and then saw the movie afterwards. Is that an alien?
It's an olive.
In a UFO?
Mm-hmm. Oh. What? What? Oh, fuck. I got distracted.
Yeah, I noticed. Still,
That was a good one, too.
Yeah. You got 28 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it Pizza Mart is the villain of the series.
No, not even close.
Well, you said it was a rival pizza place.
No, it was literally just a flying pizza that lives in the tower next door.
Ah.
And it's like, hey, I'm gonna just destroy your establishment with this ray gun.
So Peppino owns Pizza Mart then?
No, he owns Peppino's Pizza. It's just there.
It's just his rival. His other rival. The not flying pizza. Because, like, why else would he be destroying it, right?
Yeah. It's just there.
Why does a man climb a mountain? Because it's there.
In case we have to, Shirley. In case we have to.
I don't know what that's from.
Community.
Oh, right.
Why do we make nuclear bombs and want to grow a human ear on a mouse? In case we have to, Shirley. In case we have to.
Well, there's actually a reason for the ear on the mouse.
And what's that?
Growing prosthetics. From real tissue.
Yeah, well, Jeff's probably not smart with that stuff.
Obviously, but like that, there is actually a reason for that. They've just about grown. They've grown a lot of good body parts. Maybe someday they'll be able to grow a new pancreas that's usable for humans, and then that'll be the end of diabetes.
Mm-hmm. Probably not in our lifetimes, though.
They're getting close, so I wouldn't doubt it. They managed to figure out how to basically revitalize a heart.
Wait, you mean like reanimate?
Yeah, they replaced the what was it called? They pumped out some kind of fluid from it, and then pumped in some new fresher fluid into it. I forget what fluid it is, but I know that's what they did, and it started beating again.
That's kind of scary.
I mean, it would make us live longer.
I mean, it's scary, but it's also really cool.
Uh-huh. So just think, it might be in our lifetime. We'll never have to worry about diabetes again.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because then then we could eat whatever the hell we please.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, oh, well, I got diabetes again. Time to go get a new pancreas. And what's more is, it would be from your own cells.
Nice.
So you wouldn't even need the medication to stop it from being rejected, because it would never reject it.
Mm-hmm.
If you use your own cells, then the body has no reason to reject it, so it won't.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, you almost got cowed.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Like that.
I'm not even going to respond to that one, Zeno.
What?
He said, have you ever heard of the R-rated holes?
Uh-oh. Damn it.
Oh,
I forgot what was down that way. I don't have to go that way next time.
Okay. The only possibility of something, an organ being grown that would scare me is if it was a brain.
Ugh.
Like.
Oh, that's in my head.
Well, no, not just because of how it would be grown, but like the fact that it wouldn't even be you; it'd be a copy of you.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's the. I'm fairly certain it's impossible, but at this point, truth is stranger than fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't put it past it entirely. I'm just saying, like, that would be the one that would scare me, just knowing that you could literally be replaced.
Or that you are the replacement.
Yeah, that's what happens with the Mauler twins on Invincible. They have to make it seamless, or else one of them knows they're the clone, and that doesn't end well.
Hmm.
The Mauler twins are the same guy. They just don't know which one is the clone, which one isn't. So they're constantly bickering about who's the original, and that they have to do that, or else one of them knows that they're the clone, and then they'll most likely kill the other one, because the other one will be a dick thinking they're supreme.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, what the hell happened with my controller there for a second?
No idea. But yeah, that would be my fear. I wouldn't be afraid of not knowing whether I'm the real one or not. I'm just afraid of knowing what the other one might do.
I like how in Venture Brothers, when Hank finds out he's a clone, he's like, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. But you remember the Dean that tried to kill the other Dean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hunchback one.
Yeah, because he was imperfect.
Mm-hmm.
Cloning is a good idea, and I would absolutely love to have a copy of me, but then again, I would be still watching my back, because what if one day he wants to be the only Matthew?
What the hell happened with my controller?
You might need to change the battery in it.
Maybe.
Is it a wireless controller? We have 20 minutes.
Okay. I'll just remember to do it next time.
What? Go ahead.
I said I'm already in too much of a flow right now.
Yeah. Excuse me. If you haven't seen Invincible, you definitely should. It's a great series. Again, you'll need to have a strong stomach because they don't skimp on the gore either. There is a lot of brutal death in that show. But it is extremely well made. And it follows the original comics exactly. Well, maybe not exactly, but close enough. Unlike the thing with Riordan, they actually keep to the script pretty well. I went back and looked at some of the old comics, and yeah, you can definitely see scenes in the original that fit the whole thing. They did change around some of the character designs, but that was for the better on some of them. Like, for example, the character Rexplode, he looks so much better in the new version, and so does Rudolph Connors, also known as Robot.
Did they have to change any because they wouldn't be, like, morally acceptable these days?
No, it just, they just look better.
Like what they had to do with Goldie for the DuckTales reboot?
I don't recall what they did for her.
She used to be like one of those showgirl dance performers, but they made it so she was Scrooge's partner.
The closest thing I can imagine is making Robot's original body look less grotesque. He had apparently a lot of really bad birth defects to the point where he had to have the Mauler twins clone him a new body.
Yeah, Disney. For the DuckTales one, Disney probably had to, like, force them into that.
Oh, yeah.
Because Showgirls. It was in the original cartoon, though. They kept that in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it was okay back then.
But yeah, everything is basically the same as in the original comics for Invincible. With only a few minor alterations and a few things happening a bit sooner in order to keep the flow going.
That's the thing with adaptations. They usually need to get condensed.
The only thing is that in this one it works versus the one that I was complaining about earlier with Percy Jackson, because that didn't work. That basically took away anything that should have happened in the should have been revealed in the final one, because like it happened too soon. Whereas in this, it works because it's nothing that severe. Everything happened in a normal, good progression, while also acting a little bit sooner on it, so that it keeps the flow going of the series and doesn't put anyone to the wayside. They do good about not making everything about Mark Grayson. They actually have a few good B-plots regarding the new Guardians of the Globe and stuff like that. Some people would say that the old Guardians of the Globe was like rip-off versions of actual other superheroes that are more known from like Marvel and DC, but then you gotta realize that these comics came out quite a while ago, and nobody called them on it back then, so they're just as legitimate as the original ones. Like Red Rush is definitely like the Flash, but
Damn it.
Russian. So
Yeah.
but and then we've got War Woman, who's like a Roman version of Wonder Woman, mixed in with a little bit of Hawk Girl. But yeah, it's you can definitely see the similarities, but the comics are old enough that it still works without stepping on too many toes.
You know, speaking of comics, you know what's one thing that's like kind of going to be bothering me going forward?
With what?
Like, Scrooge McDuck canonically has a birth year. And,
well, I
like,
mean, are we sure he's not a Time Lord?
I don't know, but it's like, it's going to be like, the older, like, the longer he's used, the more improbably old he's going to be. I mean, one of my favorite things about, like, the DuckTales reboot was, like, when they were introducing Goldie and they were talking about the Gold Rush, he was like, wait a minute, but that would mean you're... And he, like, starts counting with his fingers, and he's like, how old are you? And it just never gets answered.
Well, I mean, given the fact that he's also voiced by David Tennant, he could quite very well be not of this Earth, not of their Earth. He could be from Gallifrey. I mean, we've never seen an X-ray of him. He could have 2 hearts.
Also, that would mean that Donald and Della's parents were, like, very old when they had them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Time Lords can have kids in any regeneration. They're unlike humans. Their sperm or ovums don't run out. They live until, well, they live until they're killed on their 13th regeneration. You know how old the Doctor is now, canonically?
13?
I mean, not talking about regeneration number. I'm talking about years.
I don't know. How much?
4.5 billion.
God.
He's lived for half the life of the universe.
That's pretty cool.
He spent most of it within his confession dial, though, just to get back at the Time Lords. But anyway, yeah, the Time Lords, they live until they run out of regenerations, and then they still live for a long time. Let me give you an example. At the time, the 11th Doctor was actually the last incarnation of the Doctor because of the War Doctor being a separate incarnation, and also the Metacrisis regeneration burning one. So technically, the 11th Doctor was number 13 on the regeneration scale, the last one. And he lived on the planet Trenzalore for 900 years before he started to show age.
Wow.
To give some more context, when the 10th Doctor regenerated into the 11th, he was 906, and before he landed on after he landed on after the whole Trenzalore thing, he was over 2100. And that's living through both the Amy Pond saga and the Clara Oswald saga, with the last episode being his 900 years on the planet Trenzalore, protecting a town called Christmas.
That sounds like the name of a Hallmark movie.
Well, it kind of acted like one, but yeah, he protected that town for 900 years until finally the Daleks showed up and he was about to die, and the Time Lords granted him a new set of regenerations, thereby changing history.
Weird. Crap.
Clara begged for the Doctor's life to the Time Lords, and they decided, well, fuck it, we'll let him live, and he can destroy the Daleks.
Oh, I almost fumbled there.
I was a bit nervous. That's why I was fumbling over my words.
And I fucked up.
That's okay. If you want to do one more run, you've got 11 minutes.
Yeah, this might be it for now. I'll show you how the game starts then. Or I can show you some of the other modifiers.
Okay. You know, I was actually there was actually a prophecy poem for that last episode of 11's time. The man who lies shall lie no more when that man lies at Trenzalore. Because, you know, rule number one, the doctor lies.
All prophecies rhyme, too.
Yep. And the prophecy was about the doctor's death. Silence will fall when the truth is revealed. That truth is the oldest question in the universe. The question hidden in plain sight.
Which came first?
Nope. Doctor
Who's going first?
Who? The question is simply Doctor Who.
Who?
Yeah, what is the Doctor's real name? Because the Doctor's real name opens the vault and releases the Time Lords back into reality. They were hidden in a parallel dimension to save them from the Time War and from their own hubris. And the password to get them back is the Doctor's real name. So that's the oldest question in the universe. Doctor Who?
Dr. Octopus life goes oingy doingy doingy doingy.
I just thought of a funny. That face Pepino's making, it's like me when the Taco Bell mild sauce hits. Seriously though, if you don't believe me about that, you gotta just try it. Try each of the sauces and tell me which one actually gives you the spice tongue. I swear it's gonna be the mild. Because the rest is just tomato juice with chunks of pepper. You know who that guy who gives you the chicken that causes you to have spice mouth reminds me of?
Who?
The creep from Randy Cunningham.
Oh, that's something probably Pumpkin would know. I wouldn't.
He's a immortal cowboy that is the keeper of the mask.
See you, Space Cowboy.
He only ever had one line in the whole series, and it's at the final episode. But for the rest of the series, he just stays silent and lurks about. But he's been around for 800 years.
Waiting for his turn to finally speak again.
Yep. He was around for 800 years because he knew First Ninja. He grants the mask and the Namicon to whoever is worthy to have it. How the hell he screwed up with Mac Antfee is a mystery. You missed the sausage.
I know.
But yeah, Spice Mouth Cowboy there just reminds me of the creep.
Mm-hmm. Good thing I decided to check back.
Yep.
Beans, what the fuck?
Who puts beans on a pizza?
Who puts peanut butter on a pizza?
I mean, fair enough. I mean, it could be a dessert pizza. Like a Bavarian cream.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. All right, let's do this.
You did it!
Oh, thank goodness.
Congratulations, Bob! And you still had 4 minutes to spare!
Yeah, probably won't have enough to do anything though.
Obviously,
Anything
I'm just saying, like, you got it done with 4 minutes to spare.
Okay, almost two whole worlds done.
Yeah, almost there.
Mm-hmm.
You did fantastic. Next week, though, let's give you my stream key.
Yeah. Well, next week we're going to be doing
Okay, next time we do
Pizza
Tower. Okay.
Next time. Hold on. I'll show you the intro real quick.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to restart it. Okay. Get ready. Okay, look.
All right. Toward the
This is the
pizza.
intro.
Wow, he is not doing well.
Mm-mm.
That looks like Markiplier.
It does. Then hold up, something funny happens if you just wait here. It takes a few minutes though, but it's really funny.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just gotta Right, made decent progress.
I'm expecting a freak out.
Hmm. Yeah, almost 2 worlds done. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty great. I was right, freak out.
and it closed the game too.
Oh yeah, I'm JFK from Clone High, and I am telling you to subscribe to the Geeky Skunk Gamer and his friends, Geo Joe 2000 and Luigi Fan 891.